What's going on, guys? So what we got here is the upgraded diff. Came from Z1. This thing is massive. It's a real LSD. It's a nice looking unit. We got the two wheel bearings finally showed up because freaking USPS lost them, but they're here. It's a part number, order from Z1. So that's also ordered new bushings. I already did the white line bushings, but when I went and got the car tuned, we did an inspection and the bushing was kind of starting to come apart on the rear, so we went with the Z1 polyurethane bushing. So I don't have a press for this thing, but I seen people with they take a torch around this edge right here. It heats up because, as you guys can see, this thing here goes on right there, but obviously it needs to be like pressed in and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get that shit right. No press, no problem. Properly seated. This is what I'm using. Ta-da! And that's how you get the bearings on without having to press. Right here you got the sway bar. There's two bolts here on each side, which are right there. Took that off, took the other side off to like be able to move it, because you got to remove this bolt here, that bolt there, and then there's the one back here in the back of the subframe. So there's 1, 2, 3 holding that in, and then you got to disconnect the dry shaft, which is up here. Put this like this way, maybe you guys can see it better. You got to take out these bolts right here. These are the two I was talking about on each side. So these are, it's a 17. Pretty sure. Yep, it's a 17. So these 17. The one back here in the back of the subframe is a 17. Dry shaft is a 17. Let's check the axles. Axles is a 14. So 14 for the axles, and then everything else is 17. Sway bar, 14 millimeter also. I know it's very hard to see, but that's disconnected. This one's disconnected already. Okay, time for some more update. So there's two sensors. They plugged in back here. The firewall. I don't know if you guys can see that plug up there. There's one there, and then there's another one on the other side up here. So there's one on the left and one on the right side. Make sure you unplug those and don't pull it, because you fuck it up. And there's a little see, there's a little vacuum hose here. Make sure you unplug that. It goes to the top. It's like a breather for the diff to let the crank pressure out, I guess. But yeah, now she's ready to come out. This is what you can see from the back of the car, like looking that way. You see where that hole is? This is what it looked like. It's coming apart. But my guy, look at how blown out this shit was. No wonder my car felt squeaky every time I try to do a pull. Damn. These were in decent shape. Still kind of fucked up, but they were okay. These things only are like 2 years old. White line. Not great. For it to be like 2 years old, and especially this shit right here. Maybe it was because it was an open diff and the car was like, you know, squatting too much to one side that it made it do this, but this is insane. Holy shit. Should blow my mind. Well guys, we got into this point now. The diff is out. Took the cover off. Now I'm about to take these bolts out. Already drained it. Hit this. It looks so clean because I just hit it with brake cleaner pretty good. I gotta get all this stuff off right here for when I reseal it. Make sure I get all this gunk off. I think pop these 4 bolts off, then so I could smack this out, and then I could pull this right here, which is the open diff. You see, if it was a locking diff, it will both spin at the same time, like the same way, but since it's not doing it. So I took out the collars right here. Probably hard to see, but I put a D for the driver's side, a P for the passenger side, labeled everything. And if you guys could see up here, I also labeled P for passenger, D for driver. And if you look at the stubs or whatever, axle stubs or whatever it's called, I put a P and then a D for it. So I labeled everything so I know what goes where. Look at the diff and see how it was installed. The shorter side is for the D, and then the longer side is for the passenger side. The way, like right here, so you guys can see there's a shorter one on this side and then longer right there. There's one almost out. Pick another spot. And is out. Here we go. Now it's coming. Can't be afraid to put your back into it, I guess. Nice. And here it is. That's the passenger side. Well, I had to take the seals out and trying to get it out through here through the side with a screwdriver. I gotta get the other one. Very nice. Okay. Passenger shim, driver shim. Haha, I got it out. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Fuck yeah, that was a pain in the butt. P, passenger, D. Label everything around here. You just never know. Putting everything back now. I got the little Permatex real Loctite. If it spins, put some Loctite on it. That shit might come back up. So just, I did these 5 and I'm gonna do the next 5. It's like 10 bolts. Put this away. I wonder if this thing comes off. They come off. Wow, I don't have to waste my time doing all of that cleaning. Bruh. Learn something new, baby. Okay, got it started there. Money. Woo! Well, boys, it's in there. The homie Chris came by. Diff is in. The Z1 plate is put together. So I just gotta make sure I put the lube on now, or the gasket maker, and let it sit. And then come fill it up later and put it back in the car. I also got to put the bushings on, but everything is in there.
You're gonna sell the car after this, right? No?
Sell it? Fuck
yeah,
no.
What's the point of doing all this? You don't even need it.
Just for fun. That's what it looks like with the Z1. So I had to install this. I did that off camera. This came separate. Had to install it. Had to switch out the sensors over here, and then use one of the old plugs, a new freeze plug, like right there. These two are freeze plugs. I think normally right here what goes is for like when you have like a Diff oil cooler, but since I don't have that, I don't need it, so I just plug them up with the plugs that provide it. And then I use the OEM plug at the bottom. I'll show you guys. But I just put in one of the bushings. It's very simple. Show you how to do it. And that's how you get those bushings on there. So I got 1 in, 2 in. I gotta do the rear one, which was this one. So this is for like, it holds this right here. So I gotta put that in. But to do that next. It's been a couple hours since I put the silicone on. So time to fill her up with oil. I already put a bottle in there. Quick disclaimer. So the drain plug is directly at the bottom. I flipped this thing over, forgot to like cap this for a second, and it leaked a little bit of the oil out. So, because I had it upside down filling it up, didn't pay attention that it was coming out of the here a little bit. But this is a slow, like a small hole, so not a lot came out, just a little bit. But just FYI, if you're ever to do that, just remember that this shit, it will leak if you have it upside down. Okay, now back to installing it on the car. This is always nerve-wracking when you do something to the car. Here we go. picks up speed way quicker now. Holy crap. Yeah, it feels nice. Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Drove the car to work finally. About to do I came locally to work this morning, so didn't get to feel the diff, and it was pouring down rain, but now I'm headed home, so about to get on the highway. I've driven it already like 40 miles on the way to work. But so far this thing feels amazing. I could tell the difference for replacing the bushings and just that alone, and the way that the car handles when you go to take off, you know, having the limited slip on the car. It's incredible.
I can do a donut. Let's get out of there. There was a cop.